because on each side it offers a different view with a different room. Lake City and Riverside Vistas. Really identical to another popular building here in Illinois, but you may not want to go into that one. I'm talking about the Metropolitan Correctional Center, but that ain't no hotel. You check in, you're probably not checking back out. Oh, made this one up. Prepare to laugh your socks off. Give me a boo if it's not. I'm sensitive, but I'll be able to take it. Made this joke up, so be prepared. Here it comes. Harry Weiss, an architect, was obsessed with the triangular form. His office, his pool, his home, and even his wife was a triangle. But sadly for Weiss himself, he had always been a square.
Good delivery. Right? Good delivery.
All right. I'm sensitive. Thank you for being on. Let's continue our tour. Right over here is Two Prudential Plaza. Beautiful building. That's an 80-foot spire on top of that building. And that building is actually modeled the Chrysler Building in New York. What's so cool about this building to me is that it is technically, by definition, the only skyscraper here in Chicago. As it glides up, you'll be able to see it as it gets over the Illinois Center. It glides up into its spire. And other buildings like HBC Tower right back here, the Hancock Building, even the Sears Tower, they're not technically skyscrapers because their roofs are flat and have spires sticking out. When Two Prudential Plaza, as you can see, glides up into its spire, and it makes it the only skyscraper here in Chicago because it's the only building that does that, which I think is amazing. This big black and boxy building right under it, right here, is part of the Illinois Center, designed by guess who? My best friend, Ludwig Mies van der Rohe, and that was his style. He was a minimalist, and he didn't believe that any building should be pretty, ornate, it should just be functional, as you can see with this big black and boxy design. So chances are, if it's big black and boxy here in Chicago, Ludwig Mies van der Rohe or students of Ludwig Mies van der Rohe probably had a hand in inventing those buildings. So we're just going to have a ball pointing out big black and boxy buildings. This is just what you came on this boat for. Right over here, this is the Wrigley Building, constructed in 1922 out of this white brick here, which is called terracotta. Terracotta was seen to be indestructible after the Great Fire. So cool about this building, the terracotta at the bottom is actually darker than the terracotta at the top because it's a trick. It subliminally draws your eyes up to that building signature up there, the clock towers. And those clock faces are humongous, you guys. They're 19 feet by 7 inches in diameter. If you didn't know William Wrigley Jr., he was a young baking soda maker who decided to put sticks of gum inside of his baking soda when sales were low. Once he realized baking soda wasn't the cash crop he thought it to be, he switched over to the more popular gum, and the rest is candy tycoon history. That's why we have Wrigley's Chewing Gum today. This small little shack right here, by a humble man, of course, full head of hair. His name is Donald Trump, and this monstrosity that blocks out the entire solar system is the Trump International Hotel in Towers. You hear the evil laughter is coming from the top of that building. They're all evil up there. At 92 floors, this building is the world's highest residence, both in height and in price. At 2.6 million square feet, the building is the second tallest building in the United States. It was first announced back in 2001. Trump, of course, projected this building to be the tallest building in America. But after the unfortunate attacks of 9/11, our mayor, Mayor Daley, demanded that he scale this building down a few hundred feet. Live here in Chicago. You know Mayor Daley. You know, once he demands something, listen, or you disappear. That is a fact. This building was actually secured by the same mixture used to secure Donald Trump's own hair. Cement, mousse, and pure greed, everybody. That's how that building stands up. It's crazy. He's a greedy man. Don't worry about it. We all know it. Right back the Trump International Hotel is IBM Towers. Check the specs on it. Big, black, and boxy. Could it be Ludwig Mies van der Rohe? And sadly, that was the last building he's ever designed here in Chicago. So we weep tears every day because we don't have any more big, black, and boxy creators around here anymore. This is Marina City, gorgeous, gorgeous structure. And when I was a kid in the backseat of my mom's car, I would always look up at these two towers and always think they were supposed to look like giant, delicious corn cobs. But no, actually, much to my dismay, they're supposed to look like giant flower petals from a student of Ludwig Mies van der Rohe, Mr. Bertram Goldberg, who is a naturalist. He that nature was the perfect architect. So he built those two towers to look like giant flower petals. Marina City itself has great restaurants, its own bowling alley, its own concert hall, and its own bank. You don't even park your own car in those corncob towers. They actually have professionals park your car for you up here and flip backwards into the Chicago River because it has happened before here in Chicago. Right here, that is the Westin River North Hotel, the flagship hotels of Japanese owners. I'm a big hippie. I love the Tranquility Garden it has right in the middle there that it shares with this building right here, the next one, 321 North Clark. which houses the American Bar Association and other really famous legal firms right there at 321 North Clark. Now right over here, this is a very, very famous building here in Chicago. It's the Reed Murdoch building, had a lot of faces. This building actually was the first building ever to face the Chicago River. Right now it houses the Britannica Encyclopedia Company, a typewriter repair company, several other increasingly obsolete and boring businesses. It used to be a traffic court, a grocery market, a hospital, a hotel, a restaurant, and even temporary morgue in the 1916 Eastland disaster, which was a Titanic-esque story that happened right here in Chicago. A company called Your Hair is Blowing like all this way, it's so hilarious. It's like giant blow dryer just started blowing. A company in 1916 called Western Electric Company hired 3 boats, the Pinta, the Santa Maria, and the Eastland, to take company members and members of their family to Michigan City, Indiana. The Eastland was docked right over here between Clark and LaSalle Street, and when it was boarded, it was overboarded past capacity about 900 people. So when that boat took off, only 20 feet away from the